What's going on, YouTube? Not a whole lot going on today. As I got out of work, I saw the stock market closed down. I think the NASDAQ was down like 3.5%, something like that. Worst it's closed in like a year. And I'm listening to some of the YouTubers I watch, some of the videos I'm listening to at work today, just talking about how they're gonna play it, how they're gonna when to buy in, blah blah blah. And it's like, I don't know. It seems like a futile effort on my part. And it had me thinking for a little bit just about like just general contentment with money. And like I said, there's not a whole lot going on today, so if you don't want to listen to me ramble, I don't blame you. But there's not a whole lot of news, not a whole lot of factual news, but thought I'd talk about something anyway. And it started me leading down this path. Recently I've been like kind of looking around. I got the baby on the way, so I'm kind of looking around home, closer to where I live, for like if there was ever any work opportunities or anything, so I wouldn't have to go so far, or at least talk to the work place I work now currently, see if I can maybe move to like a work from home a little bit here and there, just to save some time, man. I'm wasting so much time driving each day. But see something to be more flexible, get some of my time back. And I mean, I drive every day 2 hours to go to Columbus to work. I mean, in general, I think I make more money down there because the work that I do is only available in these cities. Like you're not going to find the work I do. Engineering, not really engineering in Mansfield, Ohio. So it is what it is. But it had me thinking down that whole train of thought, like basically contentment. How much? I mean, a lot of it revolves. I mean, part of this whole YouTube channel is like just money stuff, financial things. So I mean, that's a big focus of it. Obviously, like how much money you think it would take for you to be content basically with your life. And I don't know, I thought I'd ask you guys, see if anybody out there just respond. I don't know if you've ever even thought about it, like even if it's just a guess. I started thinking about it for a little while. I mean, I got to be somewhere around 80-ish thousand this year. My wife's making probably like 40, 45, so we're making like 125K or so as a two-person household, which like where I live, like that's way above like the average, especially where I live. And so I feel pretty good about that, but in reality it doesn't feel like that much after taxes and everything else. I mean, it's not like we're just rolling in money. Like, I'm not saying we're doing bad either, like I'm not doing that, but I don't know what it would really take for me to be like, that's plenty. Like, we got money to do kind of whatever we want. And if I had to guess, especially once the baby's here and if we have a couple other kids, like I would hope to, I mean, that money's gonna get ate up quick, dog. So I feel like the number for me like that, I'd be like, okay, that's plenty of money. I don't really need to strive in any way to make more money than that. It's probably somewhere around like 180 to like 200,000. And I know they've done studies on this where they talk about like how much money, there's like a threshold where people hit like 70 or 80-ish thousand dollars a year where they make that, and that's like your peak return on investment for your overall happiness and contentment. So if you make more than that, your happiness doesn't really go up or down. It's not really worth like the extra, basically they're saying it's not worth the extra time or effort to make more than that if you don't have to, type thing. So it's kind of weird. I mean, that was years ago that study came out. So I don't know, after inflation, we got to be pushing like easily 90K now, probably, like I would say something around there. Like, especially in a big city, you're obviously going to make more. It's going to vary. You live where I live, you can make less and live a pretty solid life. Housing prices are out of whack, but I mean, besides that, it's just like, if you live within your means, you can have, I mean, I don't know if content is the right word, because I don't know how you guys feel. Me personally, like, I'm going to try to make as much money as I possibly can. I don't care. Like, there's always trade-offs. It's not a simple black and white. Like, obviously, like, everybody's going to try to make as much money as they can, but is everybody willing to work extra or work a lot of overtime or go back to school or do all these extra things that they might need to do to make extra money? And obviously there's a cutoff for me, and it might change definitely once the baby's here. I'm sure I'm going to want to spend more time, and I mean, that's why I've been thinking about this whole thing. But for now, I'm willing to sacrifice and make as much money as I basically can to hopefully slack up a little bit later and not have to work so hard and not have to worry about money as much. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what you guys would think if you've ever even thought about it. How much money would it take? Especially if you have a family, it's obviously going to go up because you're going to want to provide for your kids and give them things that you didn't have, and all that shit costs money, man. So I don't know what it is, and I don't even know if most people even think about that, just because of the fact, I don't know, what's the stat? Something insane like 50% of Americans don't have $1,000 in savings, like if for an emergency or something. So if you don't even have your $1,000 for an emergency, you don't have your Dave Ramsey $1,000 to fix your car when your brakes go out or some shit like that. Like, you're probably not worried about how much money it would take for you to be content with your life. And like I said, I don't know, content might be the wrong word, because in my mind, like, I don't know if I'll ever be content, even if I was a multi-millionaire. Like, I don't know why you have to be content. Like, in my mind, contentness and happiness aren't really, like, analogous at all. Like, I'm happy right now. Like, am I content with how much money I make, or how... I'm content with my life, I would say, but content with my career, not really. And content with my life even in the sense of, I don't know, it can always be better, so why would I not do something, strive to make it better in some way? So, like, obviously, if I can... Why would I just settle, in a sense? Like, I'm not always that it's negative either. Like, it's not bad to be like, okay, I'm cool where I'm at. Like, this is good. Like, that's great too if you think that way. In my mind, I don't really think that way. Like, I'm kind of looking forward to the future of, like, hey, what's the next step? Where do we go next? Even in my current job, it's like, okay, so if I'm kind of getting bored with what I'm doing, how do I go to the next thing and move up or get promoted, or not necessarily work more time, just do the next step? Because, like, I don't know what would happen if you're fully content and you have, like, no goals. You're like, I've achieved everything I want to achieve and I'm just good here. Like, I don't even know what that would feel like. That'd be insane. Maybe it'd be great because you're just chilling, but then I feel like, I don't know. Not that work gives you your life a purpose. I would say my family is going to be way more of a purpose than my work, but it's all chained together, obviously. It's all connected. So, like I said, there's not a whole lot to the video. I'm just kind of bullshitting around. Don't have a whole lot to talk about. Fucking, I'm sure we'll hear something tomorrow. I think Netanyahu's speaking to Congress or some shit. Like, I don't know. You guys care about fucking the Israeli prime minister? I don't know. I don't really give a shit. We're sending them enough money to care, but I didn't watch any of it, honestly. That, and like I said, stock market's down. People are panicking. Who knows? Might bounce back tomorrow, might tank. I don't care. I'm buying either way. So that doesn't really matter to me either. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like if you got something out of it. I don't know. Dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe. Trying to build them subs. Got 43 subs now. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the boys that watch all the time. And catch you tomorrow.